going to read another paragraph from the Divine Agreement, Causal plane, wisdom, or teaching or speculation, whatever. The causal body or causal mind is effortlessly able to sequence events or know how something happens, how it originated, where something or someone came from, or where something or someone is going, and when something or someone has appeared, is appearing or will appear as a result, as an effect, or as a recause in a new chain of cause and effect events. This process of reversing sequences in order to know the past, or by judging effects in the present and thus knowing their origins, can be equally mechanically and successfully applied to future events as to past events.
So, saying that someone has a more definitive position in the now, maybe if you want to call it that, or just a relationship with the now, that they're able to better see the future?
Well, it's in the now, but at what level? So we're all in the now, but we're in the now at different levels. That's why it's helpful to utilize, let's say, the theory of a chakra system. The physical level, all of us are here on the physical level. Most have reality at the physical level. Many people have reality at the astral level, the emotional level. Right? And some people have reality at the causal level, memory level. Maybe most people in their own way. However, most people would have more power relative to the past as a basis for what they understand and what they know and who they are. Then let's say future. Some may have more power relative to what they can create of the future for themselves, or maybe for the world, in the case of some people, or scientists, astrophysicists, people who are working now, but relative to the future. Comment.
So is there maybe some kind of clearing that's involved with that, like clearing yourself of the past, or just kind of creating more space for oneself, or one's consciousness?
When we take the point of the scientist, they are extremely focused on what their work is in the present relative to the future. Without that extreme focus, they would be of no use to us or to themselves. Because they're already in their minds, they're in the future. They're already on different planets. So that proves my point. So for the most part, for ordinary people, yeah, they have some opportunity to look into their own possibilities relative to what they're here to create, which can come from the past, it can come from the blood, it can come from a friend who suggests something, and then all of a sudden you're pushed into the future, right? Your own future. You didn't know that exactly. See? So we're talking about the causal body is not just singular direction, but all direction, sort of directional in a certain way. Okay. And not just limited to your body, right? Because you have a causal body, everybody else has one. And everybody's like slipping in and out of time past, time present, and time future. And so it gets a little bit complex when we start to figure out like, who is doing what relative to their future, because your future is already being determined by your past, by your family blood karma already to a great degree, and then what you're doing now is also reinforcing and furthering the cause of continuing what you're doing into tomorrow and the days there after tomorrow, right? Before tomorrow, after tomorrow, so on. So there's much more time karma going on than we are ordinarily conscious of. So we're time machines. You have to understand that. And so your question.
So, so would you say that? Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So meditators can suspend to a certain degree. Not all want to, but they have the opportunity in their meditation techniques and practices to suspend their attention from, or release their attention from the past, who they've been, what they've been suffering, what's going on around them that has to do more with the past than their future. So there are different situations that create an opening for us to think about the future. You can be on a train ride, like a long distance train ride, spending time on the train, and allowing your mind to be calmed by the scenery, right? The telephone poles going by and mountains and scenery going by. And then you can maybe move into the future, possibly. You can have a little dream or some moment of reverie and imagine, what else you want to do, what else you want to be, which then could be considered imagination, projection, fantasy, or real causal plane access. You can actually tap into or create your future, depending on the karma and the conditions therein come in.
So, are there different forms that future implications can show up as? You were talking about maybe it showing up as maybe a dream or a vision, or could it be, I guess maybe a feeling, or, yeah. Is it mainly thought we're talking about?
Image show up as image, impressions, or visual. It could be a vision. You can have visions. You can have these moments where you're carried somewhere and you feel it. It really depends on your function as a human relative to this lifetime. That can determine to what degree you have access to these possibilities, right, by nature, right? Because if this is the first time you're hearing about such things, then what was going on prior to this in your case? See, so this could be an opening now and giving you an opportunity to spend less doing what you have been doing relative to social and musical and family karma. And now maybe you can go a little bit deeper into the possibility that your mind is not altogether spent on the past and what you're used to, ordinary karma. The mind could be much deeper and vaster than that if you look at it and consider it. See? And it really is there for the asking, for the most part, the probing. Dreams have a lot to do with what we are talking about. But who's into their dreams to the degree where they are paying very specific attention to things going on in their dreams, where they want to have more power or activity in the dreams that is part of their conscious and deliberate sort of behavior and intention. So there are people that specialize in that. Others don't even care about their dreams. Some don't dream. So everyone is differently designed. So we're talking about a general understanding that we have a causal body because we are dreamers. We dream forward and backwards, and maybe all over the place, right? Alien energy coming in through dreams and inspiring, people in Hollywood because they're having dreams and visions of or outer inner space realities. Right? So all of it is there. So when we're talking about consciousness being vast and infinite, it's real, and we're just putting a bit of time on this topic of causal body potential. All right.